Okay. Hey, Pace Family of Christ. Look at I'm gonna about to go into look at Apple. Um Now a lot of things what I do, I start looking back. If I started looking at the week, okay? I went first I did 3 months. I took a look at it. Right now it's just showing me an up and a downtrend. That means that Apple possibly can go back up and retest 239, 229 before it can go down. So I go and then I say, okay, look, let me get a better before I draw my candles. I don't have, this is all price change candles to me. Okay. The momentum is already where it's going up. One, two, three. So I go back and I'll do say 9 months. Let's see, 9 months. Okay, 9 months give me a good look. What I'm looking at is saying, okay, look, what I keep looking at, and I use football as a as a scenario. Okay, that's my scenario. I got my I have my receivers, my tight end, and my running back. Okay. These four is what's set up that makes a big run. From here, I hit my tight end. Okay. He set it up. But all the way up in here, these are running. This is just running, running, running. Boom. Get a big hit. These are price change candles. And then big candle. That's what I keep saying about I call those my tight end candles. I had to use a reference of football. I want you to understand because, like I said, when we're quarterbacks, we're sitting back waiting for our play to play out so we can enter in and make our move. Back corner, zone, the post, and then we have our pylon. Okay, where it's going. These three areas. Again, this is our ranging before it took off. Okay. Now, what I'm looking at now, I'm like, okay, I I drew my Fibonacci scale. Okay, this is my Fibonacci scale. Okay, so there, I this is just would help me. Some draw boxes. Some draw boxes in this area. Okay, and make this a box up here as a zone for support and resistance. And now remember, we're looking at a week because this is a little bit more support and resistance. That means up here, if it falls, it's going down. It never makes it up into this area. So you got your high, and then you draw your should have been higher though, but you see this is your area. It never it established a high and then a low high. Okay. And then it proceeds to go down. But let me stay focused. Let me remove this here. Just giving you an idea. It doesn't matter what you put on this chart, what indicator you use, the candles are going to stay the same. Same pot, same chicken, babe. Just a little different seasoning. Okay. Uh, we are. I am basically trying to, like I said, reach the 98%. of traders that fail. It took me 4 years to get to this state. Um, so this, like I said, this right here is like my church. Um, I'm able to share with you and give you the guidance that you need. That's in the scriptures, Matthew's, James, First Corinthians. Okay. Now let me go back in here and show you what I mean. Okay. You see, I drew the candle off of this high. Okay. So let's see. I'm gonna edit and oops. Yeah, we're gonna edit. Wait, edit. Where's my edit properties? What happened? Okay. Uh, right. Edit. Oh wow. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let me sorry, I got a cold. I'm down here with my son and my grandbabies are sick and I kind of took on their sickness. Okay, so I look back and like I said, these are 11 players that's on the field. Okay, um, and when I'm let me go back and show you this one. This this chart. Basically, I'm just trying to show you what uh, how we can become a good steward without being distracted by what's going on around us. We are to pay attention, believe you or not, believe you me, we try to shoot for a change, but I look at it again. I said the change that we're looking for is not the change that me personally, see. Uh, don't look to our federal, but look to our states. Our states within that we have control of. Again, like I told you, we're to operate well. But I share with you, we're supposed to operate the way Black Wall Street made the floor plan for us to follow. If we do that and we follow their floor plan about how to develop and come together as a community, we'll be better off. Uh, while I'm looking for this, I want to share this here with you. I want you to take a look at this. Um, this is important. Uh, let's see if I can get this drawing to come up. Okay. Let me get this here. Share something with you. Okay. Read on that while I'm pulling my chart up that I want to explain to you. But you would excuse me, I'm so sorry, guys. Um, you'll see that there were 600 businesses in that committee on that 40 acre partial. Okay. So that is our guideline to what we need to follow. Okay. Now let's go in and get back. Let me show you where we were at. Okay, let's get you back here. I think I got it right. Okay. Like I said, I'm going back to where there was a price change, where I see where there was a price change. There was here we have a high. So I'll put my candle here. Oh, that's what it was. I put my Fibonacci. This is the Fibonacci scale. A lot of people use it different ways, but as long as you get the same results, all that matters, okay? So this is my Fibonacci. That's one. I'm doing my high, and that was September 19th, September 16th. High. And I got I'm putting my cursor right there on the candle, and you'll see that when I put my cursor here, look up in the top right here. It'll say open, high, low, and close. Okay. So I'm putting that, and let's see the high. Let's put that back here. The high was 233.09, 233, and the low was 213.32. Okay. Hmm. Higher low, where it started establishing highs. This is the top. Okay. And I'm going to keep educating you a little bit. This is all I'm going to be going over is First Corinthians. Um, okay, before I go into that, let's go. Now I'm going to do my opposite. Okay, this is where I change it. See how it goes. Now that I've got that established, then I'm going to now what I'm looking at on Apple, so you can see it right now in the week. Apple made with this candle here, and then we're going to bring this bring this illustration up for you. Okay, bear with me here. Okay. What I'm finding now is the chart that I want to explain to you, and keep bringing this to your attention. It's very important that we see. Okay, I always mention about when we're on the field. You hear me say this. When we're on the field, we're on the field with these players. Okay, remember we're on the field playing against ourselves. So this pattern is making up these right here. When I keep saying that we have these, I always say my the marabouts are my babies. Okay, this is this here, and then I look for this. This, this is what I look for to set the trend. That means the market is deciding which way it's going to go. Okay, this is what we're looking at, and this is what we're looking at here. We're trying to figure out which way is is Apple going to go off of this candle. Okay, now if you look here, bring that one down. If you look here, okay, it can go back up, retest. Okay, these are support. Okay, it's already made a uh, a low. Okay, this is one, two, three, and it's went down. Okay, it found support. Okay, off of the high. Will it come back? Will it open up and retest 231, 227, or will it drop here to 211 and then 196? Okay, 211, 196. That is what we have. 211. Let's see. Yeah, 211. This area. This this is targets. This is target, and this is target support, just in case it bounces off and then come back up. But now we're looking at this is the target for it to retest, and this is the target. We're looking for Apple to make a move on. Let's see. And if it's going in the uptrend, then that means I'm saying that means Tesla, I'm sorry, Apple, Apple needs to get back here to 240, 240, 250, where it began its trend up. Okay. So that's what we're trying to see. But right now, we're trying to look in there. Now I go to the day. I do my day. And I'm looking at this candle here. We're still, let's see, we're still looking to see again what is going to come out. It could still be what I call my little running back, uh, Cook on Buffalo, because he's got my last name. I use him as my receiver. Stevie is my receiver because he is space. But we're looking to see, hey, is this gonna gap down? And remember, earnings. We're looking at earnings for Apple is on the 30th at the end of this month, and the 30th of January is earnings. So we may get a range. Okay, we may get positive candle here, same candle though, which that move on the day. Uh, Apple has been moving. What is it? $4? Let me see that. 25 and yeah, $4. It's been ranging between $4. That's trust me, that's still good for Apple. Okay, so now I'm gonna do my scale here. Okay, you see now we're gonna edit. Oh, let's go back to my week. I've been drawing. Bear with me, guys. I'm gonna just add myself. We already did our week, so but I didn't write in the highs and lows for that one. The lows and high. So this that week was October, October, 28, October 28. Remember, I'm getting this off the top. At the top of the, let's see, the high was 234, 234, 73. And normally I do the, let's see, I, and then let's do the open close. Yeah, open 224 and wait, close. Wait, close 212, 212, 49. And open 196, 69. Mhm. Mhm. You see, I do this in the opposite because I went from the bottom on the red candle, go from the bottom up to 20.2. Okay. Sorry. You guys bear with me. I just got this little cough, but I'm all right. Okay, now we got that in. Let's do our daily. Let's go back to our daily. Okay. All right, here goes our daily. So let's see, on Friday, the Friday, the low. Let's go look at this. Wait, did I already draw? Let me see. Let's remove that one. Sorry, babies. I'm trying to get this. I'm gonna go lay down in a minute, then I'll get up and do I'll get up and do Tesla uh after I if I did this right. Okay, that was October 26th. See, I can change that one. That's my green one. Okay, and that's the green. And then let me go to the day, which I'm trying to figure out what do I have. Okay, now I can find it. Okay, now let me go get that to get my daily done. We have our daily. Up to 21. Okay, And like I said, um, what I'm doing is probably an overkill for anybody else, but this is how I've just learned to, I just create a system that I know I can repeat over again. Okay. So whether you're using AI is taking the same information that I'm doing and calculating it and going back and putting in these numbers to determine which way the market is going. All they're doing is can be able to compute it faster. So meaning I'm old school. Um, I have to do everything the hard way. I was just like I was in there, I told my son that I'm sitting here building this phone holder out of wire that you put against your fence to stop and snakes from going in. This nice little comb, little comb wire. So I said, "Look, you know what? I'm gonna invent me a phone holder." And my baby Stevie, he is so funny. He's looking at me bending this wire, creating this here phone holder and everything. I'm like I'm going to invent this baby, and he is, come out there with his phone holder stand. I'm looking like, you mean tell me they already made one of those already? And I'm in here building one, constructing it out of wire. I'm like I'm a MacGyver. I'm going to make something work, but I could have probably. Uh, been understanding it, but I wouldn't have probably understood it by watching and looking at AI because I have to understand how did they get to it? How did you come up with those calculations? It took me a while. Even after a coach, I tried to get ahead with a coach, and I realized that I knew I knew more than what my coach knew that was supposed to be coaching me to prevent me from making these the mistakes that 98% of us make. Okay. So now let me just tell you what I did. Okay, we went back uh, and we did our weekly. Now, and I went back until I was able to see enough candles to establish a, a to me a good supporting resistance. If you guys see a better supporting resistance, let me know in the comments. But let's see where we at right here. So I did the day. Okay, we did our day, which was January 24th. I'm going to change this. This is market support. So market support, I use my big lines. Okay. I use my big lines. That lets me know that this was market support. And you'll see it once I get in there. But okay, this one. Market. Okay. Change that. Okay, that's right. Now, now I go in and so we do this here. Okay. So I got my daily, I got my weekly. Weekly done. I determine where my target prices are. And now I'm going to go into my smaller time frames. I'm going to look at my 15-minute, and now I'm looking to see where we at. So right now, looking at it, you can see that aftermarket and pre-market. Now, what I normally do, I go in here and set my market. and pre-market settings. Okay, my market, and then pre-market, aftermarket, pre-market, market. Here, let's see, we have a market. Okay, we have a I'm getting my green line. Okay, we have we have a let's see, is that 15 minutes? Yeah. So we have a okay, market below 22 second. Now this is what I would tell you. I use the small dotted lines for and pre-market and aftermarket settings. Okay. I know it seems like it's time consuming, but in the end, it's you have to me, it's just better, you know. So this is what we're looking at after market, a market support and resistance. We got one, two, and three, and it is starting to. This is pre-market where it starts to show an uptrend. This is why we wait to go into our calls, and then we have a market. Get high. This is where, like I said, you can use your box here. Because I'm gonna speak. And you'll see we had that drawn out on. See if I can get this. Our target is. I'm bringing more. I'm bringing more space in. Okay. I want to see more of the week. Okay. So this is what we're looking at. If I'm just make sure I'm not trying to confuse you or anything. Okay. Uh, Aftermarket, we've established right now. This is it's it's still below our highs. Okay. Because it's dropping. Now we're trying to see if it's going to hold this support. Okay, we already have uh, uh, support. Look at one. We have a market and we have two aftermarket supports. Now this right here, to me, I'm saying that when it opens 6:30 um 6:30 it may gap up within the first 15 minutes and touch the 222 or the 223 because it's the weekend. Okay. It may hit the 223 and then continue its downtrend and go to 219. Okay. or it's going to create and start developing the higher the highs. Let's see what see if I can do something with you guys. I'm hoping you see it. Um, like I said, I'm trying to do this and give you as much information as I can. Not feeling well because I do have a cold, but it doesn't age. Okay, and there goes my. Excuse me, I'm sorry. Um, like I said, it took me a while to do this, but I'm now looking at this. This is how I'm, you know, going about to do my, get my to do my company. I'm hoping that the holding company that I'm going to be creating to invest back in our neighborhoods to use the foundation that we have with Wall Street, um, that I can continue with and do what I ask God to come to me to do. Okay, okay, guys. We have a. Let me see. Let's duplicate that. I want you to see this. Okay. I take this time. I do this prior because I don't want to do this during trading session. I'm already set up to figure out what is taking, what's taking place here. So we have a low already established off of this high. Okay. And we have two, two already support. Okay. Boom. So now what we're trying to see it forms, if it's going to resist, let's make this bigger. If it's going to resist this and come back down off to 21 and go, or is it going to create a high? This is our high. Okay, remember that's our high after close. Now we're trying to see if it's going to. Then we have one, two. Actually, we have already had it. Duplicate. We have a high. We formed a high here. We formed a high there, and we formed a high here. Look at that. Okay, let's get this, make that bigger. Look, we have one, Two, three, there, and we created a high, a lower high here. Okay. And guess what? One, two, three, and what did it do? Start heading down and established a low. And then we had a high. Okay. And then another high. And another high. But it never broke yesterday's close. Okay. It didn't break, it didn't break that, right? Now, all this is happening pre-market. This is why, if we go back and you see that that was a neutral, that's my running back in here going, and all we doing is going fourth downs and turning over. Then couldn't convert, and it continued to go down. Now we have one, two, three, third down, fourth down, created a low. Okay, another low, off support though. Okay, off of this is an either pre-market or aftermarket low. We have to go back and see where this one where this low formed on January 22nd. So that was January 22nd, uh, uh, pre-market, aftermarket support and resistance. Okay. Now what we have to figure out is, is there going to be, is it going to establish higher highs at pre-market? Or is it going to establish and start strong candle here? This is our pre-market high here. Here, okay. We have a pre-market high here. Then it changes. Reason why you might see me doing all these, you know, all these uh, support and resistance lines, I'm doing that even more so now, based on what I've seen that's been taking place since we have now, been trading, and a lot of traders are using um, AI to trade with, we are looking at where it's able to take information and process it. It it may not, it's not controlling where the market is going, but it slows it down, and then you'll get this right here in between on a trading day. So who wins? Nobody wins. Our high or our low. That okay. Remember, we're playing against ourselves. Ordinarily, the institutions are the ones who's making the big moves because they're selling. Okay, but right now, these are when we're doing this. This is you and I with us. That's our running back. We're just trying to get traction, trying to get traction, and guess what? Institutions starts to sell. Boom, because all these are just running backs. These are small. These these are our players, and these are institutional players. Okay, they have their running backs. They have their team of play. So we have ours, but we're playing against ourselves. Okay, guys. Let me not go on a tangent. Let me stay focused. What I'm trying to tell you, aftermarket. So we already seen that. Sorry, sorry, babies. We already seen that in pre-market and aftermarket. We have already established higher lower highs where the market went through, and then we have already established a higher high, but it has not broke support and resistance, so it's ranging. So we might get Apple. One of my things is okay, we may range, we may range to, you know, uh, between 223, which is, $4. So uh, Apple is right now based off of last Friday's trading day, it was a $4 move. So we might get a $2 move up, $2 move down, $2 move up, $2 move down, until uh, earnings. Remember, earnings is on the 29th. Or we may get um, uh, where it touches on the pre-market. Oh, I got to change that. I'm so sorry. Let me see. Was that a market? Let me make sure I got that right. Okay, pre-market. We got to change that. Change that pre here. Okay. We might get where it comes up and tests the market high. Remember this right here, right now. This is one, and this is two. So it comes up, and then it may come down, and then uh, go back up. If it presses go this, it fails. That is another lower high is establishing. See, now we got it. Let's see, 226, and then we have 224 because this pre-market might turn to a market high. Okay, is that if that's making any sense to you? Okay, we've already and I forgot we have one here too. Duplicate. Okay, now I can see this is better. Okay, three. Okay. I forgot we have this high too. We have one here, and believe it or not, duplicate. We have established one there. So it had already shown that the if this was like I said, this right here, 6:30, 6:45. This is 15 minutes on Friday, where remarket and market showed us that there it's not, it's done the same thing. highs, low, high, low, high, low is range, and then it took off and decided to create the high. But if you do not, if okay, let me just say this. Just looking at that, and this is all coming into, if you didn't study and set yourself for the chart, you would have probably got into this trade thinking that it's going up. Okay. That, oh, shoot, Apple's going to run up. But these aren't strong candles. No, these aren't these candles. Look at that. Those aren't those candles. Okay. These are your defensive who's blocking. It's like, nope, nope, nope. Your man hasn't gotten over. Because if he did, you would see this guy on our side. You would see this guy on our side. This would be our candles. This would be our candles forming. We got our tied in candle making a way, clearing the path, taking out all the recent lows. I want you to see this, guys. Yeah, I'm taking the time out. This is what I do on Saturday. And like I said, if you have any comments in here and you don't understand it, we're looking at, when I keep saying we're looking at our candle that we want to form needs to come here. It needs to come up here, take out the pre-market, the pre-market high here, okay? And still have to come up. But if it opens up like here, then if it would have opened up and then it would have came back down and supported here, you would have bought off this green and boom, took it back up and sold it to 229. Still have to make it back to the line of scrimmage. This is Apple. But it didn't. It took it took the move back down here. Okay? This is what formed. It went down here. Okay? So we're trying to figure out what Apple's going to do prior to going into earnings. Or are they going to go here, up and down, range, just pound the ground, gain yardage to see if they can run into get into the red zone to make this corner, back corner, which we said 225, 223, 221. I mean, 223 is our positive. So it might go here, come off, and go up, and boom. That might be the only move it is. Okay. Or it's going to open up and come back and retest and hit this area. Okay. You have an idea. You have a game plan. So this is our game plan. Okay. You see, like I said, if you looked at this before, you go, oh, that is really busy. But tell me if you see what I'm saying, if it's being explained to you where you can understand it. Okay. It's important for me to see if you guys are seeing it. Okay. And then I'm whiting it out because like here we have this could be a new a 219 might be support on Apple. Okay. While I got everybody here, this is what I'm looking at. And Apple could, it may not go all the way back up, but it may come back up here to 229, 223, 236. This is, and then and 241 for earnings. Okay. This is what we're this is what we're looking at. So if it holds this is our hourly. Okay. If it holds this in this area and bust out, it may range. Listen, it could range and start creeping. Excuse me, and start creeping its way here to go and create a new high. But if it holds the support, then I'm saying it's going back, and then it's going to come back here. Again, this is our so these are targets. Okay, obviously you guys have seen this. All right, this is our targets. That's our targets. Look at them. Okay, and this is always a Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. Don't worry about here until it reaches here. Don't worry about here until it breaks through here and comes off. Hold support, okay? Hold support of 325, and that should be, let's see what support that is based on what we did on our let's go, let's close up some of these. I'm too far out. This is my time axis. This lets me see more into the week. I don't want to go that far. I'm going to do 10 bars on the only 15 minutes. So right now, you have to get back to here, okay, to 26 before you can get to 229. But if it comes back up here and holds, um, uh, makes this play into pre-market, wait to see if it's going to hold support. It shoots up, hold support, and then go up. This is what, like I said, this is what we were talking about um, as you know, patience analyzing, controlling our emotions by one, doing what we're supposed to do. Remember, I said we're the quarterback. Okay, we're the guy who's sitting here waiting for this to play out before we execute. Okay, P P. See, okay. All right, guys. So help me out. I'm just trying to. Okay. I want you to see this because this is my lesson. This I said I would take the time to help you see and understand this. Okay, please share this. Share. This is my gospel. This is my church. Okay. P A. Now, the reason why I put E here for execution, executing is where you're going to buy your prices at. Okay. Try to stay within your pre-market and market target prices for safe. Okay. Pre-market and market support. Because when you buy, when it drops here, when it retests, okay, it drops here, you execute and you buy your 223, 223, 223, 224. I keep my, right now we keep my, I would keep my prices closer to the money. Okay. Um, and let's go in. And the same thing here. This is what we still look at. Okay. Let's go back to the hour. uh, still, we're looking, our execution, still, nothing changes. And I'm going to show you that on Tesla. Okay. Nothing changes from until it hits your price target. You still keep buying in your range from the tops, execute a strike price, and sell on your support. Okay. Maybe it's not. Just showing you and sharing with you what God has given us the ability to do. Okay, we are to take it and manage our own money. I'm not an analyst. I am not uh, your advisor. Whatever strategy I'm sharing with you to help apply. And I want you to go back and do this. If you want to follow AI or you want to follow a coach, even he wants to sit here and say, hey, listen, when I give you a strike and a target price, I want you to understand what's going on. So I don't care whether you stay with me and watch or or not. This is me sharing that's been inside me for years. You know, I mentioned that, like I said, I've been a servant all my life. I think even when I was a baby, I just started noticing more so as I became um, uh, as a teenager. But learn to buy from the top, execute your strike, your price area, and go, oh, let me just show you this. Look at this. This is what I was talking about. I mean, wow, God is good. Look at all your players was stopped. Look at this. These are your big players, but they're 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 these players though. Okay, all these players is this. These are these little bitty moves, and you haven't got anything. And then you got maybe the smaller one. I call them the running back. Those are what we are looking at. Uh, Change of momentum. These aren't strong candles. This is us. Okay, this is us. These institutions are are buying, but they're not buying. You know what I'm saying? They're not buying. So let me not go on a tangent. Um, this is for Apple. I'm going to do Tesla, and I'm going to do as many as I can until you see it. I want you to be able to see it. God said when He came here, He said, "I'm coming here for those who need it. I'm not looking for those who already know what they're doing. They're going to be commenting. I'm looking for those like me. That's me. They call us the dummies. Me. But this, what you see here, is me studying and asking God. I will not listen. I'm gonna tell you, and now I gotta go on this one. Look, the wifey would come in and she would come in and say, like, working and pulling doubles and handling her business. And when I'm coming in, I'm sitting on the couch. I'm telling you. it's like the battles that is facing when you know that is where it's at. Look, the couch wasn't have been the place for me. I probably would have been, only old people know what black bags mean. So you just look, I was close to being black bags. I mean, nobody liked me. They loved me, but they didn't like me. After 4 years, I realized I wasn't really doing nothing. I was in that mountain, which I was standing in front of that burning bush that, and like when Moses was called to pull his people out of Egypt. But I asked God to bless me so I'll be able to bless others. I asked him to come through me. So look, I'm in there making my own little bonfires. Look, look, I'm in there setting my own little bonfires, waiting like Lord. Look, I'm lighting a beacon for you to come. But as soon as that angel Gabriel came in, I grabbed hold of him and said, Lord, you are going to. I am not going to let myself go. I'm going to hold on to you until you allow me to see this. I was blinded. I mean, when you go with a coach and the coach can't even get you going in the right direction, that is something. Mind you, and I did that, what, one, two, probably two, three times. I've lost a substantial amount of money going with a coach, but it wasn't that at that time, whether it was a coach or whether it was me, I had to see what God had wanted because I asked him for that and I didn't trust myself. And when I was with that coach, I'm gonna probably post the WhatsApp uh, trade that I was in, and I'm telling my coach, "Hey, this is the same thing I was showing you about support and resistance. I was telling my coach, who should have been telling me that it's not going to hold them support, and it's going to go down. If you so, I'll say that for another day. But let's get back with my wife. I said, look, this was my argument. When back in the old days when you don't have nothing to say, and for our thing was when somebody got you so bad, we just say your mama. Yeah. So look, I'm sitting here have nothing to stand on because my count is going up and down, and I'm going, oh, I made this much. Uh, she like, can I borrow some money? Well, kind of. I don't want to be saying I lost it, But that wifey, they like a little beacon. They be looking at you with that little look, the little eyebrows turn up, nose turn up, and they don't even know they turning it up, but it's up. But listen, I said, look, I tell you, look, if you wasn't paying the bills and you wasn't going to work and you wasn't taking care of me, girl, I would leave you. That I ain't stupid, but it's gotten there. We've been together for 41 years. I've been blessed. She's the love of my life. She blessed me with the three of the four kids that I have, and God has just been blessing. But I'm not going to let my emotions. I'm sorry, I hit my two desks. I'm going to let my emotions get caught up because I'm getting butthole hurt because she's right. She's right. But one thing about it, like I told her, I said, baby, Hebrews 11. I know you don't see it now, but I told you, well, as long as we stay together and we become as one, two hearts come together, standing and following with God's mischief, we won't be like Job and Sarah, where she's like, hey, curse your God and just, you need to just give up. You know, I wasn't going to give up. And I've never given up. That's the fight that I've gotten into from my mom and my dad. And I built it on the foundation of God. So when I'm sharing with you guys, um, I'm hoping that you understand it, but this is my church. This is my way that I as a gatekeeper, it ain't the church like you think it is. Okay, it ain't just the church you guys go and worship in. Please don't get me wrong, but our gatekeepers, we have two. We got our gatekeepers in the church, and then we have our gatekeepers in our banks and hedge funds. They giving a little bit. Their banks ain't doing nothing but robbing you. I mean, I mean, that's how. Listen, gatekeepers, be in control of what God tells you and stop. So you can't be blaming these institutions or wherever you trust as you're the master of your own money, and then you get mad when you cast your pearls amongst swine and it gets trampled over. It doesn't come back the way you think it is. Stop it, please. Please stop. I be telling myself stop, but learn this, take it, and and help your family help, because once you help them, others going to follow. I won't keep going on. You guys, this is longer than what I should. I hope you see it. What I'm trying to explain to you. Okay, um, this is this here is. I went on a 4 hour time frame. I just was sitting here to hype you guys up. I went on a higher time frame to see what the 4 hour time frame is looking like. So we're still getting all the same patterns on all time frames. Okay, everything is looking the same, but we need this candle here that's formed on this 4 hour to come here to build up through here, and boom, and we got we needed to hold support of 227. If Apple holds support of 227 here, come up, opens up, test, come down, opens up, test 230 if it will, or it will continue to go up, or it's going to go up, come down, retest this area, 225, this green, and boom, start heading up. Maybe not far though. Maybe it might stop at 45, 50, 232, 233, and come back down. I don't know. The market sentiment, it hasn't been measured yet. So we're just waiting. Hey guys, thank you for taking your time out, listen to my unprofessional podcast. I mean my unprofessional YouTube channel. And don't just don't forget where you came from. Go back on history. Go look on where the Cherokee, Black Wall Street, George Floyd is where he's saying that, listen, everybody heard your cry now. I'm coming back for you, but until I do come, do stay with your full armor of God on so that you can withstand the storms that's coming. He's like, hey, I got you guys in my boat, sitting here with me, and you're worried about everything going on around you. Stop it. You're like, man, stop. I did that. And I was like a little baby whining, Lord, why did my business partner take my money? Why did they not pay me? And or why is when I get there to work, I don't have enough money to do what I do, and I'm living through my means. Like, look, fool, let me just explain something to you. While you up there whining, you fail to realize I came here and basically was strung up and for nothing. And you complaining about something that a decision you made, or whatever the case may be, it's a trial that you have to face. Suck it up, stop being a little punk, and handle your business. Because I tell you, when we stop praying for one another, the enemy comes in our camp. That's when that sleeping giant in there, because you start thinking about yourself. Oh Lord, whipping and whining like some little punk. Oh, I'm so tired. You know, I work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. and I'm still trying to make it. And he's like, well, keep on. Because look, bear that cross until you get onto the top of the hill. And then you give up. Then you go. But other than that, stop being a little punk. You ain't the only one going through this mess. Suck it up and get back in that fight. Okay? I love you guys, and I just love to talk. But hey, patience, analyze, control your emotions. Let's handle biz, have fun. You stay safe out there, babies. Stay safe.